Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. This is Helen and we are in week 9. I'm going to show you how to solve homework question 2 from week 9. Homework question 2 is actually similar to problem 10 in chapter 12. And in chapter 12 we're discussing comparing two groups. And for homework question 2 we are going to learn how to calculate confidence intervals. So part A asks us to find a 95% confidence interval for the mean difference in page views from two websites. We know that we have degrees of freedom of 8. Now problem 10 in chapter 12 is related to problem 2 in chapter 12. And what we know from problem 2 in chapter 12 is that a market analyst wants to see if a company's newly designed website increased page views per customer visit. Each website contained the same products, but the designs of the two websites were different. We also know that the data is normally distributed. So here are our columns of raw data, and what we're going to do to create the 95% confidence interval is to use StatCrunch. So I am going to copy these and I'm going to paste them into StatCrunch. Okay, so here we are in StatCrunch. I'm going to open a worksheet. And I am going to paste, I'm going to click on VAR1. Those are labels. They're actually labels for columns, so don't ever put numerical data that you want to calculate in there. And I'm going to paste it in. You have to use keyboard strokes, commands. You can't do this with Excel commands like right-clicking. So here we have our data. We'll go to Stat, T-Stats, and then we go to Choose Sample. And we're going to select with data because we have raw data. So I will select that and screen pops up. Sample 1 values in website A, sample 2 values in website B. We uncheck pool variances, and then I am going to pull down the screen so you can actually see the rest of this. Confidence interval for the mean differences is 0.95. It's already correct. I'm going to also check store in data table, so it goes right onto the worksheet. And then I'm going to come over here and click compute. Now I'll lift up our screen again so you can see. Here are the results. We see that our sample difference is 0.2, mean difference. Standard error 2.939. Our degrees of freedom are 8, 7.999. Lower limit is negative 6.58. Upper limit is positive 6.98. So negative 6.58, positive 6.98. I'm going to select these and then copy them again with a keystroke and paste them back into my Excel document. So here's the data that we generated in StatCrunch. Over here to the right we see the lower limit is negative 6.58. The upper limit is 6.98 in page views. B asks, is 0 contained within the 95% confidence interval? And yes, 0 is contained within the 95% confidence interval. I created this little rough drawing here. You can see negative 6.58 all the way over to 6.98, positive 6.98. 0 is indeed contained within that range. So then C asks us, what does the 95% confidence interval indicate about the null hypothesis that the mean difference is 0? Our null hypothesis is that the mean difference is 0. We see that 0 is contained in the confidence interval, so therefore we cannot reject our null hypothesis. We don't have enough evidence to reject our null hypothesis. So here we are. We have completed homework question 2, which was actually problem 10 in chapter 12. If you have any questions at all, that's why we are here, either for this problem or any problem. So we look forward to working with you. Please don't hesitate to reach out.